Hey everyone, Wasilla Steve here from Alaska. Today I want to explain Alaska's law when contacted by police in an official manner and you're carrying a weapon. Now that's carrying concealed on your person or concealed in the car somewhere. Straight up, in Alaska, you are required upon contact with police to immediately inform the officer that you have a weapon. And here's how I suggest you do that safely. If you have a concealed carry license, a CCL, and you are pulled over, roll down your window and put both hands on top of the steering wheel. 10 and 2, 11 and 1, 10:30, 12:45, whatever. Just keep them on top so the officer can see them and that they're staying there. When the officer comes to the door, tell him right away, straight up, "Officer, I have a concealed weapon and a concealed carry license. How do you want me to proceed?" Just like that. Hands on the wheel. I have a concealed weapon and a concealed carry license. How do you want me to proceed? He'll ask you where the gun is, of course, and you should explain or describe where it is, not point to it or reach for it. Like, the weapon is on my belt on the right hip, or the weapon is in the glove box, or the weapon is under the seat. Don't go, "The weapon's under the seat," or "It's right back here," or "I'll show you, it's right here." All that looks like is you are grabbing for the gun, you're going for it. And in this day and age, with the cop haters out there and the pieces of crap that are killing cops, you probably don't want to do it that way. Now, he might want to secure the firearm. I've had that happen. He might say to you, "Don't touch it." I've had that happen. He might say, "Don't touch yours and I won't touch mine." I've had that happen. But sounds like I've been picked up a lot, doesn't it? Anyway, whatever his instructions are, or whatever he tells you to do, just do it. Don't argue with the guy, just do whatever he says. It's much safer that way. When he asks you for your license, registration, and proof of insurance, which will come up either right away or somewhere in the conversation, then you should say to him and describe to him what you are doing as you're doing it. For example, "I'm reaching over now to my glove box to get the registration and proof of insurance. And then I'm reaching into my wallet to get the driver's license out." And at that time, you should give him the driver's license and your CCL. Make sure you give him the CCL. That's your good guy card. Use it. Cops like this. They like seeing it. It puts them at ease right away because why? It tells them you're the good guy. You're the guy who went to the class. You learned about gun safety. You learned about how to do the laws, where you can shoot, where you can't shoot, where you can carry, where you can't carry, what you have to do when you're stopped. It shows him that you're the good guy. Okay, so let's say you don't have a CCL because you don't need one in Alaska. Then do exactly what we've been talking about, except you're just not going to show your CCL. That's pretty easy. Because even as a gun owner, you still have the duty to inform the officer that you have a weapon. All right, now what if you have a CCL, you do have a license, and you're not carrying that day? Why you would do that, I don't know. But anyway, let's say that that's the case. You're not required to inform the officer that you have a CCL. But I am strongly recommending that you do that. Again, it immediately puts him at ease. Officer, I need to inform you that I have a concealed carry license, but I am not carrying today. Might as well do it because he's going to find out anyway. When your concealed carry license is tied to your driver's license number. So when he runs your plates or runs your driver's license, it's going to show up that you have a concealed carry license. And oh, guess what? You didn't tell him. So what do you think he's going to think? You didn't tell him. You may have a weapon that's illegal, or you may be hiding something. Now he's nervous. So let's just not do that. Just don't do that. Tell the officer right away that you have a CCL, okay? Just do it. Just do it. It's safer that way. Now, declaring a firearm is only required during official contact with police, not casual contact. So let's say you're in a restaurant and an officer takes a table in somewhere in the restaurant that you're in. You don't have to declare. So don't go to his table and say, "Officer, I need to inform you, I've got a gun. And I'm sitting right over there." Don't do that. In the same token, if you pass an officer in the street and you're saying good afternoon or good morning, whatever, don't follow that up with, "And I have a gun." Both of those situations would be very odd for the officers to hear, and then now they're going to be watching you for the next who knows how long. They'll be nervous, and there's no reason to do that. Again, in Alaska, you don't have to have a concealed carry license. If you're 21 years or older and you can pass a background check at a gun store or a gun show, you can carry. But I'm going to suggest that you do this anyway. You get the concealed carry license anyway, and there's 3 good reasons for it. 1, it shows you that you're the good guy, and the officers feel more comfortable when they contact you when they see that concealed carry license. That's a good thing. Number 2, you are then NICS exempt, and the NICS background check system is when you go into a gun store or a gun show and you buy a gun, they have to make a phone call to the feds and check to see if you're okay to buy that firearm. The feds are going to check their records. They're going to check the no-flies list. They're going to check the terrorist watch list. They're going to see if there's anything that the states have reported on you. And if you're good to go, you get to buy the firearm. Well, you can surpass that every time you buy a weapon because you've already done that even more extensively with a CCL license. You still have to fill out the federal firearms form, which is a felony if you lie on it, but you don't have to do the phone call every time you purchase a weapon. And thirdly, reciprocity between states, meaning you can carry in states that recognize the Alaska concealed carry license. You still have to follow the laws of that state governing firearms, but you are legally allowed to do that. So, that about covers it. That's it. Be safe out there. We'll see Steve out.